What would you say if I told you that divorce ends 40 to 50% of first marriages in the U.S., affecting 1 million children per year? And that's just in the United States. And that's also according to the U.S. Census Bureau's 2002 study. Unfortunately, that is a true fact in today's society. Now, divorce can have a really bad effect on children, socially, academically, and emotionally and spiritually, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, which is why you shouldn't get a divorce, but if you absolutely have to, I'm going to show you how you can do it the right way. All right, social effects. It can cause confusion about relationships with parents, siblings, and other family members, like a division between the mother's side and the father's side, and who gets what children after the divorce takes place. According to an article entitled Parenting After Partnering, states that the parents' views about conflicts follow a gender-specific concept about the dangerous dad, which is the dominant narrative of the mothers, and the malicious mother, dominant narrative of the fathers. Obviously, that's going to cause divisions among the home, where the child doesn't know who to side with in an argument, and the parents are kind of against each other, and they don't know where to go. Also, it could cause fear in being hurt by new relationships, as you can see in the comic. That's not really a serious comic, but it's true. He likes to stay in his comfort zone in the corner, just away from other people. And also, it can cause trusting new relationships too much. I know from personal experience, after my parents got divorced, it was really like a search for me to try to find male relationships and just trust guys too much in that area. Just search for some guy that will constantly be there. All right, emotional effects. It can cause too much change too fast. Some parents start to date too soon after the divorce. As you can see in the picture, he's actually asking the divorce court judge out. It's a little bit too soon. Also, the kids can think that the divorce are their fault. A lot of kids do that, you guys know. I mean, in any situation, the kid can really believe that because they came along, the parents are fighting, and especially a lot of the fights are about the child's grades or how they're going to raise the child and who gets what child after the divorce happens. Also, it may cause depression and affect overall development of the child. According to the November 2007 edition of Journal of Family Studies, a 10-year longitudinal study noted that children from families with 3 or more siblings were particularly susceptible to the long-term effects of divorce, such as ongoing unstable relationships with parents. Also, an article by Philip Cowan, Carolyn Pope Cowan, and Virginia Knox states that these families face disproportionate levels of financial impoverishment, poor health, psychological distress, relationship conflict, and both residential and relationship instability, all of which are risk factors for development and well-being of children and adolescents. Also, there's academic effects. Now, the children might be depressed and see that there's no point in trying for school because they really feel alone, as we saw in the emotional effects slide. Also, the busyness of the divorce, dealing with divorce courts and dividing up the assets. There might be no time for homework accountability with the parents. The parents aren't going to check up on the child, see if they're doing their homework, see if they're actually studying. Also, they might not be able to focus because they're thinking too much about the divorce. As you can see in this picture, the teacher's telling the kid, "Congratulations, Philip, you managed to score somehow lower than chance." Yeah, that's encouraging. But really, that really does happen. Right. So, what should you do about it? My challenge to you is to not condemn those who have already gotten a divorce, but to also be supportive of the child. They're going through a lot. They're really emotional. They're going to need support in this. They don't feel like they really have anybody, so you can be that person that they can have. Also, the main challenge for you is to do everything you possibly can to not get divorced in the future. You've seen the effects that it can have on your future children. Just try not to do it. But if for some reason you have to, like with, God forbid, some cheating situation or even rape or something like that, be careful about how you handle it. Don't start dating too soon after that, and don't split the children up intentionally by fighting about who's going to get what. And there's my sources.